Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about the backhand down the line. It's one of the most important shots in tennis because most of the rallies are going cross-court, backhand to backhand. Now the only way to get out of the backhand cross rally is to go down the line. And you'll have two options, go down the line to hit a winner or go down the line because you want to change the rally from backhand to forehand because you feel stronger there. So now the real question is, when shall you go down the line with your backhand? There are three different situations in which the right shot is down the line. The first one is when you create the space for it. What does it mean? It means that you've been able to push your opponent out of the court. In order to do that, you have to find a good angle with your backhand. If you play deep and quite center backhand, there is not so much space to go down the line. But now, if you're able to play a shot that is closer to the sideline and a shot that cuts the sideline before cutting the baseline, then the opponent will be pushed really out of the court. He won't have a lot of time to come and cover the down the line. So you have a big space. You don't need then to take a big risk. That's the first reason why you should hit down the line on the next shot. The second situation in which you should hit the backhand down the line is when your opponent plays shorter. If the ball lands between the service line and the baseline, this is a good opportunity. The opponent playing short, so you can take time away from him. This time, if you take it by moving forward, the opponent doesn't have time to recover. So again, you create space for a different reason. And of course, if you combine a good angle and then the opponent plays short, then it's ideal. You push him out of the court, and second, because he plays short, you take time away from him, then you have all the court for you. Even if your down the line is in the middle, not so close to the line, it's going to be a winner. Now the third situation in which you have to go down the line is when you feel blocked on the backhand cross-court rally. Your backhand is not your best shot, his backhand is his best shot, and you have to get out of here. Because at the end, you're going to miss before him, or you're going to be the one playing short before your opponent. So your opponent has the control of the rally. You can't let him have the control. Now something important. When you play down the line just to change the rally situation, you can't hit a flat shot. If you hit a flat shot, your ball is traveling fast, you don't have time to recover. Imagine you're playing the backhand rally here, and then you want to go down the line. After this shot, you have to run and position yourself here before the opponent hit the shot. So if you play fast, for a flat shot, you have no chance to have the time. So you'll be still running when the opponent is going to hit the shot, you'll be late, and worse, he can play behind you. And if he plays behind you, you're done. So the shot you play, you have two options. You can play either a slice that is going to be traveling slower, it has to be deep, and it's going to be low. You're going to hit a slower ball, and your opponent is going to play a slower ball as well. That gives you time. The second option is to play with topspin, and then you have to hit quite high over the net. So you have more time to go and position yourself where you're supposed to, which is once again here. Now how to hit a successful backhand down the line? Come with me, I'm going to show you. So the first thing that is the most important to hit a successful backhand down the line is your movement. It's not about your shot, it's about your movement. You don't want your opponent to have time to come and recover. To take that time away from him, you need to move forward, move up to the ball. At least one step, but if you can make two, if you can make three or four, do it. Go close to the bounce. Now the second element to hit a good backhand down the line is the contact point. When you play cross, your contact point is here. And look at the angle of the racket. If I hit the ball with that contact point and that angle, the ball is going to go across. Now, if my contact point is a little bit behind, just a little bit, the angle of my racket automatically is parallel to the baseline. And if I hit the ball now here, it will go straight in front of me. This is the down the line. So once again, contact point cross, contact point down the line. Here, 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 here. Huge difference. I play cross, I play down the line. I play cross, I play down the line. So always remember, I want to go down the line, I let the ball come to me a little bit more. Of course I move up, but I let it come a bit closer to me, so my contact point is here, and I can go down the line with the result expected. Number 3, the ball will always go where your hands are going to go. Which means that when I play cross, look at my hand goes in that direction. The direction where I want to play. Now if I want to play down the line, my hand goes in the direction also where I want to play, which is right in front of me. Where the hand goes, the ball goes. Number 4 is what I call the weight dispatch. You want your backhand down the line to be powerful, of course with control, but the ball has to be powerful. So you need to use your body. It's the same thing with the body that is with the hand. Your body should always go in the direction where you want to play. If I go cross, my body will follow cross. If I go down the line, boom, my body will follow down the line. It's like if I'm in a tunnel. I want to go cross, I engage in a tunnel cross. I want to go down the line, my body goes down the line in a different tunnel. And number 5, loose hands. It's very important that your wrist is loose because you want to play high enough over the net. That's very important because you need to hit an aggressive shot with the maximum chances to make it. If you play too close to the net, you multiply your chances to miss. So you need the net clearance. You need to play at least half a meter over the net. For that, you will need to have some spin. If your wrist is too tight and blocked, you're going to play completely flat, so very close to the net. If your wrist is loose, your racket head is going to drop and you'll be able to produce some spin and have the ball go over the net with the net clearance that you want. So you have both the power, the security, and the accuracy. And that's the combination of these 3 elements that will make your backhand down the line efficient, powerful, and solid. Now it's time to show you how to hit backhand down the line with some exercises that are very useful to improve it. I'm happy to have with me today Ivan and Gustav, who are going to demonstrate all these exercises in the best possible way. So the first exercise is to work on accuracy. So we're going to stay inside the doubles lines and we're going to play inside the doubles lines. I told you it was like being in a tunnel when you go down the line. So you are engaging inside the tunnel and you have to keep the ball inside the tunnel until the end. Good. Last one. Great. So now we're going to play in the real court, not inside the LAs anymore. And I want to explain why I put the targets like this. I could have put them closer to the line, but what I want is shots with the maximum chances to succeed. So I don't like when it's too close to the lines. It's unnecessary. So that's why I gave some space here and some space here also. So these are the targets. I put quite many of them because there is nothing more rewarding for a player than to hit targets. So I want them to succeed, but I want them also to hit the best shot they can with the maximum chances of success. That's why I don't want to go too close to the lines. Now I'm going to explain the exercise that is very simple. You're going to start from that position because you're supposed to be engaged in a backhand rally. So this is where you should stand. So you start from there. The coach is going to feed you one ball to your backhand. You're going to move, step in. Very important because we said we take time away from the opponent. So you make a little movement, step in, go down the line. Inside. Wow, 5 points. 5 all. Okay, we want to have a winner. First one that hits wins. Winner. Bravo. Let's pick up the balls. We're still standing here because we're still, imagine you're playing a match and you're playing backhand to backhand, which happens most of the time. Your goal will be to find the angle. So you see those targets? Why this angle? Because when you're able to play in this zone here, and if your ball crosses the sideline before crossing the baseline, if you're able to play that shot, the opponent will be here to play. And when he's here, the court is fully open. And then step in because you want to take time away. You don't give him the time to recover. You take the time and you go down the line. Yes, great angle. Good shot. Yes, that's the angle. Great job. Yes, much deeper. Last exercise, you're going to hit 4 backhands in a row. But the thing is, you're not going to know if it's a cross or down the line until I tell you. So you're going to be here, getting ready, and then I'm going to say, down the line, boom, or cross. Okay? Cross. Good. Cross. Down the line. Great. So last exercise is interesting because first you need adaptation. This is not easy. Sometimes you have to take a late decision and you have to be able to make it. And more importantly, you have to position yourself the same way whether you want to play down the line or cross. If you don't, then you tell the opponent where you're going to play. And with this exercise, you have to position yourself not knowing in advance if you're going to play down the line or cross, which means that from exact same position, you can play both sides. Down the line. Great. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if you want to improve your backhand down the line, and again, that's one of the most important shots in tennis, practice those exercises. Of course, the technical part, we've talked a little bit about it, but it plays a big role too. But this exercise will improve a lot your backhand down the line. Now, if you want to see other videos, you can always subscribe to my channel, and I'll be very happy to have you as a member of the team. See you very soon for another video.